In a land carved by time and sun, two villages stood apart, Ndlovu, proud and mighty, and Tumelo, humble and faithful. Ndlovu was blessed with vast lands and rich resources, gold mines, fertile soils, and endless cattle. But their hearts were consumed by greed. They had grown lazy, their hands soft from luxury, and they needed new labor to maintain their wealth. The elders of Ndlovu met under a baobab tree and said, "Why should we toil when Tumelo is near? Their people are strong and obedient. Let us take their land and make them serve us." So, Chief Mumba of Ndlovu sent a messenger with a scroll sealed in elephant tusk. The message read, "To the leaders of Tumelo, you will surrender peacefully and become part of Ndlovu. Refuse, and our warriors will come. Your land will be ours, your people are laborers. You are small. You cannot resist us." Fear swept through Tumelo like a dry wind. Their warriors were few, and even among them, most were farmers and hunters, not soldiers. Compared to Ndlovu's legions, Tumelo looked like ants before elephants. But Tumelo had something Ndlovu did not, faith. In the village square, the people gathered. The drums were silent. The elders sat in a circle. Commandant Tato, Tumelo's chief warrior, stood with his arms crossed. He was not the biggest, not the loudest, but he had wisdom. "We cannot match their strength," Tato said, "but God is our shield. Let us fast, let us pray, and let us trust in divine guidance. Victory does not always belong to the strong, but to the faithful." For 3 days, the people of Tumelo fasted. No food was cooked. No song was sung. Only prayers filled the air, rising with the smoke of sacred herbs. Mama Kedibon, the village's spiritual elder, anointed the warriors with oil and whispered blessings over them. At dawn on the 4th day, the army of Ndlovu marched, hundreds of warriors, spears glittering like lightning. Their war cries echoed through the hills. But Tumelo was ready, not in strength, but in spirit. Commandant Tato had devised a plan inspired by God during his fast. He split the few warriors into small groups and hid them across the valley. While Ndlovu's army approached the village center, Tumelo's warriors launched a surprise attack from behind, targeting their supply lines, and confusion spread. At the same time, the villagers beat drums, clashed pots, and created noise that made it seem as though 1,000 more were waiting. Cattle stampeded, goats were loosed, and smoke covered the fields. Ndlovu's army, proud and overconfident, fell into chaos. Tato led a final charge straight at Chief Mumba's tent, capturing him before the sun reached its peak. Ndlovu's warriors, seeing their leader bound and their camp in flames, threw down their weapons. The battle was over. Tumelo, the village that once trembled, now stood tall. The people of Tumelo rejoiced, not in cruelty, but in justice. They took Ndlovu's resources, food, tools, gold, and returned with them, not as slaves, but as victors. Mama Kedibon raised her hands and declared, "This is the Lord's doing. What was meant for our downfall has become our deliverance." And from that day, the hills sang of Tumelo's triumph, not because they were strong, but because they believed. The land was restored, and peace reigned once more.